Welcome in, guys. It's Friday. We're almost at Christmas. We are 3 days away from Christmas. I hope you guys are doing good. Thanks for the first serving, Emano. And Couch, welcome in. I hope you guys are doing good. Welcome in, J2 and Yume. Welcome in. Am I live? I slept like 4 or 5 hours. It's snowing. It is. Well, I want to play around with this a bit. Like, I just decided to play around with the new VTube Studio update. Because there's new effect. What do you mean? I'm just gonna do a short stream. It's probably not gonna be that long. But for those that don't know, plan knows no sleep. Well, for those that don't know, I know Jay and Yume knows because they were there. But like, Leah's having her subathon, and yesterday, because you're such an ill. No, that's fine. Life happens. Like, I don't expect you guys to be there all the time. I'm just happy if you drop by from time to time. But basically, Leah was having her subathon, and she wanted to have a modcast so someone could, like, entertain the chat while we were away. And I decided to step in because I didn't have work today. Like, I'm literally off work until the 3rd of January. So I was able to just sleep over. And I'm feeling great, to be honest. I'm not feeling too bad. I'm probably just gonna go sleep and sleep longer tomorrow instead. So that I can, like, rest up a bit. But I have a lot of times. Like, I don't have anything planned for the holidays. What I want to do is work on the new model. Work on the new VTube Studio effect to see if I want to do something like with that, and commission someone for the overlays. That's basically what I want to work on. But like, I was on at maybe 1 a.m. yesterday. I did my whole work day. I woke up at 7 a.m. yesterday. I went to work. I did my work day. It was a shorter work day than usual, and after that, I go back home, I help moderate for Leah a bit. Then at the end of the day, I go on Modcast, and I'm basically there just trying to entertain chat. We did some rank, we did some like viewer duels, and after that, we just went on the Duel Live tab. And from the Duel Live, we just hit random, and we saw some gems. There were some duels that were the funniest thing ever. Like, I saw, what was it again? It was a fusion deck. I saw a Predaplant player losing horribly to Fairybox. Like, Fairybox was the MVP of that game. That was the funniest thing. The Predaplant literally lost to Fairybox. That was insane. You saw you were Mr. Spiderlocks. They joined in a bit on the modcast, but he needed to go. So I stayed on like for the whole while. So I was there from 1 a.m. to about 11 a.m. or something. So a bit of a 10-hour stream, right? Nothing too bad. It felt like doing my 24 hours. I don't know who were there when I did my birthday stream, but we did a 24-hour stream, and it was something. Like, it's always the same. I always say the final hours are not the worst. The final hours, I always do watch Leah, but rarely chat. That's fair, that's fair. Like, I lurk a lot in chats too. But I, like, the worst hours are not the final one, because the final one, you have like a second one or something. The worst hours are like the 3/4 one. So when you are like 18 hours in, like 19 hours in, that's where it hits. Like, at one point during like the last 3 hours, I was hitting nails. I know it's not an expression that you guys use a lot from what I learned, but it's mostly like it's a French expression here, which is to, you know, the action of an hammer hitting a nail. It's, you do that but with your head. So you're basically like, your head's falling all the time and you're having trouble like staying awake. So that's basically what happened. But once it was done, like, it got done by 11 a.m. I went to sleep. I woke up around 5:30 p.m. So about a 6-hour sleep. And then I needed to wake up because my friend's going to his family a bit further away, and he asked me to take over like for his cat. So I've got his cat at home now. The cat's super scared. Like, he just got in today, and I tried to show him around or show her around. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but I tried to show them around, and it just goes into hiding all the time. I don't mind. You have a cat and didn't show? I could take a picture later, but it's not mine. It's my friend's cat. But they're super scared for now, so I'm gonna leave them time to get used to the place and everything. It's a new place for them. They're gonna be there till like January. If it gets to like, if they get too stressed and everything and it's not good for them, I'm just gonna move them back to my friend's house and go give them food and everything. Because my friend did give me like a... only here to ask about her every 30 minutes. She's doing fine. Like, I've removed... She was at first Crook. She was... So, for those that don't know, Crook is my friend Irel, and he's the one with the cat. So, his cat is at my home. And, like... At first, she was just staying in her bag. So, I just opened the bag so she would, like, stop hiding there. And she started moving around, but mostly she moves from hiding space to hiding space. So, for now, she don't trust me yet. She probably will over the time, but... She has food, she has water, she has like a litter and everything. She should be fine. She's not problematic, so... Welcome in, ZB. I hope you're doing good. So I don't really have a plan for today, but I kind of want to play around. Like, I told you guys about the... Oh, I'm moving the ad. I don't want to move the ad. So, you know the model, like, you know there's snow on the screen now? So that's a new thing you can do with YouTube Studio. Do you guys want to explore what we can do? There's some funky stuff here. There's some really funky stuff there. So let me show you. Let me show you what can be done now. We can go for the snow, which I felt was relevant with the weather and everything. But like, we can just do color grading if we want to. Does it work for this one? Like, you see, we can grade ourselves, and... I don't know if I could make it so the flan flashes or anything, but we can change the color of the flan super easy. Like, everything's turning purple. So that's pretty cool. Like, that's a new thing VTube Studio added. So we can do that. We can reset this to 0. We can, like, play with the saturation there to make the flan more saturated or not. We can do the brightness. Flashbang! Flashbang! Or no brightness at all. We can do the contrast right here. And there's a whole lot of things for this one. But that's not really the one I want to play around. Like, there's bloom and light, there's backlight and outline, but that's not the one. Background shift is not really interesting. This one, I think, gets a bit weird. So you see there's like aberration. I'm being like weird and everything. We can blur the edge. Then we have the custom particle shower. But I don't have custom particles on, so this one's not gonna work. We can add the analog glitch. So if we turn this on, like you see, there's some glitch around me or anything. I'm losing you, chat. I'm losing you. Where are you? I don't feel so good. I don't feel so good. Hello. That's so funny. I love that. We can have like the vertical jump. Oh god, this one's bad. The horizontal shake. We're going for an earthquake. Help. Oh wait, the flan trio didn't work. Is it because the toggle's not working? Let me just try and set it up like myself. I'm gonna trigger it myself. I don't know why it did not trigger. So let me trigger it for you. There was something, I think, with the VTube Studio, like changing. There's some hotkeys that did not follow through. So we're gonna try and maybe fix that up. But we're gonna fix that up offline. For now, we're just gonna go for... where is it? Where is it? Do I see? It's there. So, show name right here. Are they there? No. So, I guess I'm just gonna disable the flan trio for today because it doesn't seem to be working. I don't know why. Hey man, are you there? Can you refund ZB his point and just pause the redeem if you're there? That would be helpful because apparently it's not working. Oh god, no, not this one. Not this one. It's a bad effect. So we have the glitch. We have the digital one too that we can like put some glitch there so we disappear and everything. There's a lot of stuff going around. Some of my favorite one is probably this one. Like this one I like a lot. Like we put the effect there and we put the size there. So I'm a small ASCII character now. I'm only ASCII. This one I like a lot. I'm probably gonna do a hotkey for that. So like we go old school and everything. But I might try and fix it up now. But that's what I was playing around. So for now, we just have the snow. That's probably what I'm gonna go for. Let me see. Let me see why Flantrio's not working. So we do have this here. Let me see. Where is it? What is it calling? So Cozy Flan, Bonk, Flan Trio. So it should call the scene. Is the scene not working? Let me see. Let me see. We go into scene and we go into Flan Trio. Like it's there. It should be loading. I don't understand why it's not working. Oh, there. Finally, we have the Flan Trio, so we can re-enable it. It should be working now. I don't understand why it was not. No idea why it was not working, but now I've seen a zoom in with eye glitter. Yeah, I've seen this one. Like if we have, let me see. Want to make some bricky? Ooh, please tell what you have. Like for the there's some effect that I don't like as much because they are like only working for the middle of the screen. Like they don't transition well with the other part. But like this one is fine, but it's not great because it removes my background. Like I don't see anything else, but it's a TV and everything. There's this. Oh, there's this curse one. Like this one, it's a Persona 4 TV. Yeah, I know. There's this one. You guys are ready to see something cursed? Ah! The small plan of flipping. This is experimental and everything, and it's great. It's just like taking every layers from the model and just breaking it down. I love that one. That one is so funny. I don't know how I would turn it into a redeem. There's this one that shakes though, so that's fine, but it's not that great. The decompress and everything is the best. There's this, like, I think that's this one that you're talking about, like the speed line. But like I said, it only really works when you're in the middle of the screen. Like if I'm on the side, I would have loved that it would focus on my own character, like not the, like I would have loved it would focus on the model. Jackin, Mega Man. It does look like a Jackin power-up scene. Oh, we can offset it. Oh, I didn't know that. So if we put that there, it's on us. Oh, that I didn't know. That's really cool. We can put that the flan's going fast. Thanks for the friend, Yume. But other than that, what fun thing do they have here? They have digital, but there's the foggy, there's the speed line, there's the snow, there's rain too with the snow. Pixel effect. What is this one? Oh, we turned pixelated. I prefer the ASCII though. For the pixelated and everything, I prefer the ASCII. We can have more resolution and everything. We can just be a blob. Like, we can literally just be a blob. But that's pretty cool. You like pixelated? It adds a style. So I'm for sure gonna play around with it. Like with the new model, I might not put too much time on this current model, because you guys know that the new model is coming. I'm probably gonna wait till I have like some lore made and some the overlay ready, but that shouldn't be too much. So expect something in January for the new model. I have the emotes. I have like the idea around it. I just need to contact people to get it done. And after that, I might commission some animated emote at the same time. So we got like normal emote, animated emote, and the new model. I want to do a whole event for it because I never got the debut for this model, and I kind of want to do something for the new one. It started looking at something specific. So we do have this one, and what do we have other than that? Like, I was playing around real fast yesterday, but there's the lens distortion. So... Whoa! Whoa! Oh god, zooming out is so weird. Whoa! I'm squished! A new model for 1 year? Yeah, exactly. Like, I have the model already. The model's made. Because this plan that I have right now is biblically accurate plan. Like, this model that I have right now is a model that I bought at the start of my streaming career. And I spent like $10 on it. It's pretty good. Like, I love the model. The artist that did it made it really good. But the problem is, it's not an exclusive model. It is not my model. I did not have any intake on making it or anything. The next one's gonna be the same plan. It's gonna be a plan again, but you guys are gonna love it. Like, I showed it to other people, and other people have loved it too. So you guys are gonna love it. And I can't wait for you guys to see the emotes. The emotes are so cute. Welcome in, the best kind of vibe. Yeah, it is a plan. Welcome in. I hope you're doing good. I'm feeling a bit tired today, but we have energy, so might as well go. So next year I'll do a new Flanderer. Ooh. Well, I think the current Flanderer is gonna still be applicable, but for sure I thought about it before. But one of the big gripes I have with this model, like, I love the Flan, but the big gripes is that I move a lot around. And it's not really showing with the Flan. It's a bit stiff because it's just one body and everything. So one day I'm gonna try and get myself a Flan like humanoid model. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know who I'm gonna commission for it. But it is something I would like to get one time to have more freedom of movement on the model. So that's in the plan. But for now, it's still a small Flan for the next one. But what other effect do we have? We have the pixelated, we have the wave distortion. This one is pretty fun. Like, I just wave. Whoom, whoom, whoom. Oh, I kind of like this one. Like, it's just waving. Whoom. So I'm gonna play around. I'm gonna make some toggles with this. Like, the other one that I liked a lot was the... which was the one? I don't remember. Was this one? Oh, this one's weird. This one's weird. That's not the one. The problem is, like, it's hard to remember which one is which. There's the TV static, so we can be like... Do you guys remember those CRT TV? Welcome in, Mamoru. It's been a while. I want to smack that Flan, jiggle for days. Welcome in. I hope you're doing good. How's your day looking? How's your all day looking like? Like, anything interesting in the plan? But for sure, I'm gonna keep you guys updated on what I do with the new effect, but there's some good stuff to do with this. I gotta reset my whole stream deck because it's kind of broken right now. Like, you saw my toggles. There's some toggles that disappeared and everything. There's a page that literally disappeared. So I'm gonna need to reset everything. But once it's done, we're gonna have a fun time. Welcome in, let me pop up. I hope you're doing good yourself too. Are you guys like Christmas gift wrapped already? I wrapped mine like 2 days ago. I had my Christmas gift already bought. I just needed to take the Christmas wrapping and put it around. So now everything's ready. When I go to my parents' house on Sunday, I should be fine to just like bring them there. And that's the reason why I'm not gonna stream really during the during the Sunday of this week, but like I might do a Sunday later stream. I don't know. Oh, thanks for the bit, Mamo. I hope you're doing good. It's been a while, hasn't it, man? I have not wrapped a pile of gifts sitting in the corner of my room. You gotta, like, it's always a thing. You gotta start. Once you start, it goes fast. Like, once you start wrapping gift, it goes super fast. It's always the thing of just, like, getting the wrap out and getting the gift organized. You don't wrap gift. That's a good idea. I usually wrap gift because I like to keep the surprise a bit. Like, it's not the biggest surprise. Because there's like some books there that you're clearly gonna see that they're books. My brother's never gonna know what his gift is until he opens it. Because it's just a box. It is just a box. He's never gonna know. You put it in a bag with a bow. Oh, that's a good idea. Do you put like some stuffing in it? Because I know some people do that. I kind of like gift because you can just easily put them under the tree or something. But I don't know how it's gonna go. Like, for me at my home, I never open, like, any... I never decorate for Christmas, Halloween, or anything. But I usually just go to my parents' house and they decorate there. So I don't need to do it if they do it. And this year, I don't know. My mom didn't ask me to help to put up the Christmas tree. So I don't know how they did it. Like, imagine the decorative Santa bag that with a bow. Oh, yeah, I understand. I've seen that around. Usually, my gifts are end-sized anywhere or digital. That's good. Like, what did you guys get? If you don't mind me asking, what did you guys get for Christmas gift for your family and everything? For me, I can tell you what I got. Like, my dad, I got him the... I got for my dad the, like... an old comic book that he used to love as a kid and didn't really buy any of the books. Nothing because they don't deserve it. Oh no. But yeah, like my dad, I got him some comic books that he was like liking as a kid and just didn't really buy other books. But I still know he loves the like franchise and everything. So I just bought him a lot of books of the newly released and the old classic that he loves. And I knew he didn't have. For my mom, I got her like some cooking books. And for my brother, I got him like... My brother was the artist one. He just said to me, you got your sister nothing. Oh. Like, we never buy big gift. But we like to gift ourselves some stuff from time to time. So for my brother, I just went ahead. Because what he told me was... Like, get me whatever. Like, I trust you to get me something. So I was like, okay, I know, like, last time I got him a figurine and he liked it a bit. So what anime is he on? Like, what anime does he like? I didn't really know too much, but I was able to find an Attack on Titan stuff. And I think he's gonna like it a lot. Like, it's the Armored Titan and it's a pretty cool figurine. So not too expensive. I didn't want to go, like, overboard with the expensive figurines because those things can go fast. Like, I've seen some stuff that were not that big, but were around $300 or something. And ain't no way I'm paying, like, $300 for a small figurine. Had a gift stealing event at work yesterday. Got the best one of them all. 2 mini bowling balls and bowling shoes that don't fit me, but only, like, one size. Oh, no. Your co-worker got a 150 potato recipe book from me. That's great. That's a great book. No, but for real, I feel bad because I should have got something for my brother, but it slipped my mind, but that's all. That's fine, that's fine. Like, sometime when I forgot to buy something, what I do is I just give them something that is saying your gift is coming, but I just bought it too late, so, like, it's not here yet. Probably quality scale figures worth that much. Yeah, probably. It's just like, it depends on the size. There's some figurine that are so expensive and it's insane. I've seen some over $1,000 and I'm like, ain't no way I'm paying $1,000 on like something. It's way too much. Like, I'm really stingy with my money sometimes. I make a lot of money and everything. Like, I got a raise just lately at work and it's a pretty good one. But ain't no way I'm gonna pay like thousands of dollars because it's not like the thing with money is that you got to be responsible. Even though you make a lot of money, it's easy for people that are making like, I'm not making six figures, but it's super easy to hear about people making six figures and living day to day. Just because like they spend too much, they don't take care of their spending and everything. So you always got to be worried about like how much you spend, how much you are allowed to spend and everything. It's just a balance. Make sure that you know your numbers, and once you know your numbers, you know how much you can spend. I would like a white Christmas. I would too. The $1,000 were probably massive one. They were pretty big. Like the $1,000 one were pretty big. But I would like a white Christmas. I think I told you guys, right? But there was like the snow. There was a lot of snow around town and everything. But when the snow, like just about probably Monday or Tuesday this week, there was a day that Mother Nature decided, hey, let's take 8 Celsius outside, so it was melting temperature, and let's put some rain too, just to make it worse. So the whole snow's removed. There's no snow anymore. There was a whole ass snow everywhere. We're having the best white Christmas we could have. And now it's all green. I see the grass outside and I'm super sad. But we're gonna make with this. But that was basically my story. I caught you guys up on basically what I did. Like yesterday, like I said, I was on Leo's stream just modcasting, making sure to babysit chat and make sure they're entertained. And I'm feeling a bit tired, but we can do some for some Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know for how long I'm gonna go for Yu-Gi-Oh! But those that want to see the cat, by the way, my friend posted pictures of the cat on the Discord. So for those that want to see the cat, feel free to go see in the Discord. And you're gonna see the cat that's at home right now. But let's see what we do. We could go for some Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been playing around with the deck a bit. Do I want, like, I would want, like, to have some Assault Synchron. The problem is it's another brick that doesn't do much for me, and it doesn't synergize that well with anything else, because if I add a level 4 I could go Assault Synchron into Immortal Dragon, but the only level 4 that I could get is a tuner too, so I won't be able to go into Immortal Dragon, which is a bit annoying. The deck has been going insanely badly lately. Like, I've been drawing Mizuki more than anything else. It's kind of insane. Like, I've added the danger to make sure I draw more, like I can cycle easier and everything, and it's still not working. It is still not working. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I'm doing everything I can, but it's not doing anything. But we could try at least to get to Diamond. We got some ways to go. We are almost at Platinum Tier 2. We are almost escaping Plat 3 that we were stuck on for so long. Opening up the searchable card. Yeah, exactly. Like, we keep opening the same cards that we need to search. Like, I need to make a deck. I told yesterday, like, I was playing Nouvelle, and the deck, sure, is not that great, but my opening end was... See? He's there again! He's not leaving me ever! He's always in the opening end for some reason! Stop! I don't need you! So they are on 40 card with Kashira. We might be dead here. Like, if they get to a Rise Art, I don't know if I can win. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see what can happen. Maybe we're gonna be good, maybe not. So they have the Kashira, Scareclaw Kashira. They might have the Fenrir or the Unicorn. They did start Unicorn, so the Bishop doesn't do much. Like, going second against this deck is probably one of my worst matchup, because I don't have good ways to deal with... Allure would get us something. The problem is it's gonna fuel their Rise Art too. So doing this, going into Fenrir, then Fenrir is gonna search the Rise Art. The Rise Art, so now they go into Shangri-Ira, summon the Rise Art, go into... now we just hope that they don't mail, like, I know they're gonna mail my Zombie World, I know they're gonna mail my Ghost Fusion, I know they're gonna mail my Doom King. Like, I know they're gonna mail those guys. So let's see what they mill here. Let's hope it's not too bad. So this one's become a 7. It mills 3 cards, and then they send a big bang. So they're gonna have probably a Fenrir on field. Okay, those mills aren't too bad. It's not too bad, but it could be problematic. The problem is I don't really have a way to deal with an Arise Art in this deck. Like, I don't have good ways to deal with it. Because I don't run Change of Heart. I need the graveyard a lot. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. They don't have monsters in the graveyard for my Bishops. So my Bishops are probably on offline. The Lubellion's not gonna work. Oh? He's going into Arsenal Falcon. Once per turn, you can detach one material, special summon one winged beast from your deck. Sure. What is this guy cooking? Like, he's probably gonna go into a Rise Art from the Scareclaw Kashtira that he has. So he is on Raid Raptor Scareclaw Kashtira. He can add a Raid Raptor cards. No, sending the other one. At least I'm getting some darks there. I'm gonna be able to stop him a bit. Because he's gonna try and do this effect. So this one here. Now this is trying to... I cannot do anything about this because he does have everything you need. But now he gets a Scareclaw Kashtira. I still don't know why you would get this one. Is there an effect that I need to be worried about? If this card, you can detach one material from a Dark Xyz. Special summon this card. So we're gonna wait. You've never seen this line. I've never seen this line either. Like, I don't really know where they're going, but at least they turned on our Magnemut. If they just went into a Rise Art, they were winning the game. Now we might have a chance to come back, but if they straight up went into a Rise Art, I was dead for sure. Like, no graveyard, no anything, I was so dead. Now they can still make a Rise Art with this, but we might have a chance. Those two, do they go into... Oh, that's annoying. So we are going to Magnemut now, because if we don't, they're going to be able to just go into UDF. I understand why they're doing this. So they have something here. What could you do? They have the Maxi too? You're kidding me, right? So they add the Maxi, they add the Big Bang, they add the Unicorn in N already. They add the... like, everything at this point. So, are we able to make it through there? I'm pretty sure we lose. We are gonna lose because we lost the coin toss. But we're probably losing anyway because they did have the Maxi. And Maxi is a fair and balanced card. But now they make UDF. UDF is gonna be even worse because we're gonna deal with the Rise Art. We're gonna deal with UDF. And I don't know if I can deal with both of them. It's a Monster Negate, and they have talents too. Yeah, we're going next. This guy had everything. At this point, we don't deck them out. It's their turn. They max seed on their turn. They talents on their turn. They add the Rise Art. They add everything. Like, there was nothing I was doing there that was winning me the game. There was nothing I could do. The guy opened the nuts. What can I say? In one of the brickiest deck ever, he opened the nuts. There's nothing I can do against that. And I keep losing the coin tosses. Can I just win, please? Like, if I had Change of Heart, maybe I could have done something. Like, with Change of Heart, I would have stolen the Draco Future, punch into the Rise Art, then go into something from there. Again! What are you doing here? Get out of my hand! Get out! I don't want you! Like, I don't understand why I keep drawing this guy. He's a one-of. And I've drawn him more than, like, Ghost or Unizombie at this point. I think I've seen Unizombie once. And I've seen Mezuki 20 times. It's insane. Oh, we're playing against Stun? Labyrinth Stun. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, Labyrinth Stun. We're gonna have a fun time, guys. They get Ariana. They go first with one of the best deck to go first. That's not looking good for the start of the stream. It's really not looking great right now. We're not having a great time. We have the Bishop Saronir if the lady ever hits a graveyard, but I doubt it. They have the Ku Klux, so are they gonna EV me on turn 1 or like lady on turn 1? So now they do this. They set probably welcome. Oh, they have the Stovey too. Just start with everything at this point. With the Midori, we're not winning this. Like, they have the Millers. They open Miller. They open Stovey. They open Prosperity to get Ariana. Like, that's insane. Now they get a big welcome. So they're going to be able to get Lady and rip me on turn 1. Then the clock is going to try and resolve. I think I'm gonna just stop this one. Like, they might as well. There's no other thing that I would do there. So just banish the Stovey Turby at least. They're gonna shuffle. So at least that's a shuffler gun. I don't think this guy knows how to use his shuffler that well. Because you're still blanking your stuff. Like, sure, I don't get the Bishop, but I'm gonna be able to do that next turn. Like, it was a pretty bad move on them. They removed the Midora, which I'm happy with. So this turns off. They turned off their Turby Turvy too. Now they go probably into this lovely lady. Bounce back the Ariana. Yeah, exactly. So lovely lady here. Please pop my Mizuki or Shang-Chi. Please. Please. I'm not asking for much. I am really not asking for much. There we go. Okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. We just need a zombie in the grave, and once a zombie's in the grave, we can Bishop, Saranir, banish, or Shang-Chi. So they're gonna reset the big welcome. That's gonna be a bit annoying because they can go into another end rip on the next turn. Let's just hope it's not too bad. The Uni-Zombie's pretty great there. We just need to be able... If we Uni-Zombie first, though, they're gonna be able to... pop it with the big welcome. So let's try and do Allure of Darkness. See if we can get... Sure, you start with Ash Blossom. Well. Now we gotta hope. We're gonna summon Uni-Zombies. See if they react to this. If they pop the Uni-Zombie by sending it there, we are gonna have a zombie in the grave to do our stuff. So maybe that's gonna be good enough. Like, if they pop it now, we at least have a zombie in the graveyard. Let's do this. They don't have Ash Blossom anymore, so they can't really stop the Uni-Zombie. I don't know why they didn't go for it. I really don't. So letting me resolve this for some reason. We are going to send to the graveyard the Retainer. Then Retainer's going to trigger, sending the Familiar to the grave. We're doing our plays now. Like, our plays are going. He doesn't know. Maybe no. That's why he didn't do anything. Because this guy just opened everything. Every single thing you would need. Well, we're gonna do that before the max resolves at least. So we're giving them one less draw. But the guy just opened Ash, Maxi into Pot of Extravagance, into Coup Clock, into like Big Welcome and everything. So at this point, I don't know what to say, guys. Like, this is Platinum. This is not like Insano League, like everything's shit crazy. Just have Saranir negates like a call by. What Maxi is an Earth monster, so that wouldn't even work. What I'm gonna do is go into Barone with these two to pop the Big Welcome so that they don't have it. I'm gonna pop the lady. They're gonna change Big Welcome. I'm gonna negate it. And if I do that, they're gonna be pretty low on cards, to be honest. So we do have this. We are gonna go into... If we go into Barone now, they don't have much they can do against it. So let's go into Barone. I don't care about giving them too much card because they are on Labyrinth, so they shouldn't be able to trigger too many things. We are gonna do Saranir. If they go for Big Welcome, we negate it for sure. Like, we don't let Big Welcome resolve at all. There's no way I'm letting this resolve. But I feel we're doing fine right now. I feel we're doing okay. They're thinking about their plays. We did normal. Let's go! We went through a Maxi and everything. I don't understand why we won that. The guy surrendered, but he had the keys to the kingdom. Like, this guy opened literally the Golden Goose. Like, he opened with the Coup Clock that he searched with this. He opened with the Midora that he would have. If he kept the Midora in the graveyard, I was literally dead. There was nothing I could do against that. He opened the One of Prosperity, which was the best top deck he could have. He opened Ash. He opened Maxi. Like, What could you ask more? I don't understand why you didn't end rip in the standby phase 2. Can you even negate it with Lady on the field? What do you mean negate it? Oh, you mean the trap card? I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe I could not negate it. But I could have negated the Lady then. Like, they would have big welcome and they would have tried to use Lady effect. Let me read the Lady again. It's been a while since I've read her. What does she say? Your opponents cannot activate monster in response to activation to your normal trap card. So I would not have been able to respond to the big welcome, but I would have been able to answer the lovely lady, lovely labyrinth. If he tried to do the big welcome and bounce back and use the lovely labyrinth to pop anything, I would have Baronne, popped the lovely labyrinth. They would have gotten the silver lady, but that's fine. I could have just popped it later. They wouldn't have a trap anymore. So I would have been fine. But I don't understand how this guy lost this game. Like, he went first with a crazy hand and he still lost. But I guess he was running the bad version of Labyrinth with the floodgates. Losing 3 coin tosses in a row. That's not looking good. That's not helping me climb at all. Like, I know a friend. Like, I know someone was talking to me about how Eclipse went to... I'm going first? Oh, that's spooky. I know how someone told me, like, how Eclipse got to Master with Vanadium, and what she did is just remove the ant trap and just said, I'm gonna go first. If I go first, I win. If I don't, I lose. And the problem with me is that I go first so little that it's not gonna work. I cannot allow myself to do that. Because if I do, I'm just gonna lose. At least we know there's no maxi. Like, I probably go first 30% of the time. At best. We are gonna get the Grace here. We can go for the full combo. Let's send the Retainer. Then we do Retainer first, targeting the Grace. We can even go for a play that keeps us the draw. Don't need to do like the whole Sucker Tribute and everything, because we do have a lot of mats. So I think I'm gonna go Sucker right away. See what I get for draw and see how I adapt my plays there. We do have the Sucker here. I kind of wish I could get... Like, if I draw from Sucker, I want to get the... Uni Zombie if I could. That would be really good. So, drawing there, we're going to search the... The problem is we drew Scarlet Scourge, which is really bad. Like, Scarlet Scourge is not a card you want to draw. You want to summon it with Shadow Vampire, but it's just going -1 instead of going even. There we go. Ask and you shall receive, guys. It's that simple. It is that simple. You just ask a bit and it works. The game delivers. So let's send the Ghost Sleeper, and this should be pretty much a wrap. I don't really understand. Like, we're going to be able to do a whole bunch unless they Lava Golem into Lava Golem into Lava Golem. I don't really see how they deal with this. We can do the whole thing. We are going to be able... Like, I want to go for the Shinobi Necro first. How is it going with drawing the one-offs? I've drawn Mizuki a lot. This game has been... Like, this one has been amazing. We've drawn the Scarlet Scourge, but one-off I expect. 2 I'm not too mad about. But Mizuki, we've drawn so many Mizuki there. We might as well do the Ghost right now. Ghost effect is gonna get me the Shadow Vampire tributing over this. Sadly, I'm not gonna be able to go into this pattern really. I would have loved to, but there's not really a line that allows me to do it. And I need to go -1 in end because for some reason I drew my Vampire. We are gonna target this. We're not gonna do the Grace because we can always do the Grace later on. But now we summon those two. We go into... Beatrice. They're not gonna have Nib. They're not gonna have Nib at all. Welcome in, man in the back. I hope you're doing good. How's your day looking? We are gonna send this to the grave. We are gonna send the Shinobi Necro here. Now the problem is, if we do the play that I want to do, I'm running out of space because I removed this. I get myself the Garura, the Shang-Chi, and the Shinobi Necro. Okay, now that's gonna be fine. I have just enough space. One day, Matt will play other decks in rank. I kind of want to play... I want to learn... D-Link. I just don't have the mats for now. So, that's what I want to learn. But I did tell you that I want to bring this back to Master. Like, this is a goal of mine. We are gonna do Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is gonna banish a Shinobi Necro there. Then we are gonna summon a Shang-Chi here. We can go into Shinobi Necro. We are not gonna be able to do the grades because we don't have the space. So get back the Shinobi Necro here. We want to do... with those two, I might go into Barone first. Just to save myself before we do the Shang-Chi. Because if we draw the Doom King, I do not want to have the Doom King in my end. So we're going to do Barone so that the Garura might draw us the Shang-Chi. Allure of Darkness, pretty good here. So let's do the Shang-Chi there. Shang-Chi is going to send from deck into the graveyard. We could send... We have a 2. Do we have an 8? We don't have dragons at all. We would love to find the dragons. I'm going to send the Banshee. Now the problem is I don't really want to activate the Banshee before I do Allure. Because if I find any Bishul, I get myself no Bishul, sadly. We are not going to need this to Tsuchinoko. It's just an extender if we ever need to. But now, sadly, we didn't find any Bishul. So might as well activate the Zombie World there. Summon the Zombie World on the field. We can go into Immortal... not Immortal Dragon. Chaos Ruler there with those two. We are going to lose our Shinobi Necro with no way of getting it back. But that's not going to matter that much. This guy, I want this guy to be banned. We should get a ban list not too long away. Because we did have the... we did get the Duelist Cup not long ago. That ended. Oh, God. Ashet, welcome in. I hope you're doing good. How's your day looking? How is it going? So, this is pretty much the end board. We do have 2 Omni Negates. We have Chaos Ruler. We could do Druid Swarm, but that's not going to do much. So, might as well set this. Not the greatest board, but it's going to be fine. So far, so good. Let's go. How's your trip back into Yu-Gi-Oh? Have you had any success? Do you have any decks you have in mind to play? So in the draw phase, we are going to do Beatrice. Beatrice is going to send to the graveyard the Doom King. So we revive the Doom King and we draw a card. You played Flu yesterday? Ooh, how did you feel about it? Is it still feeling good? Like, I know they hit Flu a lot. So I don't know. Is it feeling good to play Flu? Is it a lot like... destroyed by the ban list and everything? I'm probably gonna get the grades because that's gonna make a Lava Golem a bit awkward for them. Because now with the Grace on the field, I have 2 vampires, I have 1 Barone, so they can't really Lava Golem the vampires and the Barone. Drawing the Mizuki is fine, we can always get rid of it. So we have 2 Omnis plus a Doom King. We have a lot of stuff for them to deal with. They are on Mannadium. Why would Mannadium make me go first? Might as well. Like, I don't want the Peaceful Planet to resolve. That's like the biggest card for them. So ain't no way I'm letting this resolve. We are negating this for sure. So that's a planet out of the way. It's only activated once, right? You can only activate one. So they could activate another one if they drew 2 of the planet. Because it is not a use, it is an activate. We did remove our Barone, but we do have the Domination left. We have this Zombie World, which might be a bit annoying. I don't think it is, but it's still a pain to duel against. Yeah, probably, but it's not as bad. If they if they have Visa Starfrost here, that might be problematic. If they don't, I can always... Okay, they have the Visa Starfrost. Now, how does this work? They can get the Starfrost here. If I domination this, it goes to the graveyard, and then I don't have much ways to deal with this. Starfrost is... If this card is in your hand, you can target a monster, special summon this card. You can only use this effect. So if I negate the Visa Starfrost, I think that subs their plays a lot. Like that... that makes them struggle a lot, because now they can't get the Meeplu. They might have another ways, but I do have the Doom King. If I need to banish anything in the graveyard and they activate a zombie effect, I do have the Doom King to do anything there. Hello, Visa Starfrost. I love this voice clip. Like, just a Visa... Like, people think Visa Starfrost, and there we go. This guy at the end, if he went first, he had everything he needed. I don't understand why this guy went second. Here we could go for the Barone. Baron cycled back for this. And we do the Doom King. Doom King's gonna banish the Meep. And once the Meep's banished, there's not much they can do. So we banish this there. We get back the Baron. We can get the Baron back out again. We draw a card from Sucker 2. We don't want to Doom King this. Then from Unizombie, we are going to just get into Baron again. Just to be safe. I'm going to use from Anne because I don't need the deck. I don't want the restriction. So we do this. We send to the graveyard the Mizuki. We are going to go, and we have lethal. I know we have lethal. I just want to make sure I don't die like to a Battle Fader. I know they don't run Battle Fader, but we never know. They might have like a Scareclaw cards to summon itself. But this should be more than enough to kill. We just made the Baron back to get the negate again, and GG. I still don't understand why you went second, but the more power to you. This is a beautiful board. It was a beautiful board. Like, this was a pretty clean board that I made. We are finally out of Platinum 3. We are finally out. We're rising in the rank, guys. We're getting there. We're rising up. So beautiful when Flan doesn't break. It doesn't happen often. So he does have Raigeki and Feather Duster, but I don't think that's enough to warrant you to go second with this. Like, your Mannadium is a deck that struggles a lot to go second. So even though you want to run Lava Golem and everything, I still feel your deck should go first. And I feel the ratios are kind of wrong here. Like, the ratios feels wrong. There's not enough field spell. There's not enough of anything. It's like all over the place. Maybe misclick? Maybe. I don't know. I just realized... Oh, my water bottles. Oh, I was looking for my water bottle. I was like, where is it? I'm so like... Maybe they don't understand their deck. That's a high probability, to be honest. It could be very likely that they don't understand what their deck's supposed to do and everything. They seem to have the combo down, but like... Your deck just doesn't play good going second. It is a hyper combo deck that goes first. 4th coin toss in a row, by the way, that we lost. Like, we keep losing the coin tosses. But it is an hyper going first deck, and you decided to go second. This is an Okean. We can go regain into Lubellion. We have the Allure if we need to. We have the Ash Blossom in Hope. What is the highest rank we have gotten? It was Diamond 1. I never climb... Oh, we're circular. We don't have a Bishul, so that's going to be problematic. Parallel Exceed. They get into this. We have the Ash Blossom for the Alambertian, which is going to be fine because we don't want them to go into circular. That's for sure. So now they go into this. Maybe they have Called by the Grave or anything. But before Master happened, I went to Diamond 1 with Vampires. 2 seasons ago, I went to... 2 seasons ago, I went to Diamond 1, like 1 win away from Master with this deck. A version with Punk and everything. But I just need to put in more time to climb. They go into Splash Mage. They're going to be able to probably end on Terra Arts from what I know. But at least we removed the Super Factorial line. But the Cyber Spell is just completely insane. Like, it does way too much. The Super Factorial and everything is just insane. Circular is a bonk of cards. And they have so many ways to search it. It's insane. Like, this is the deck I should be playing if I want to climb. Like, knowing my luck, this is the most consistent deck you can get. Because the only thing the deck does is get level 4s on the field. Once you get 2 level 4s, you have the full combo. So if I want to climb, I want a deck that's not going to brick me. This is the deck I should go for. But what is this guy doing at Platinum 2? This late in the series? No circular yet? Well, I Ash Blossom their Alambertian, so that kind of puts a stop in their plans. They probably go Terra Arts there. I face Mad Max with Blood. Aw? Don't you know it's turn 1? Why go access code turn 1? Like, what does it achieve? It's just a big bungus that doesn't do anything. Like, for sure you go Terra Arts there. Like, there's no way access code. Like, Terra Arts gonna have more attack than access code anyway. So we go regain here. We are gonna do a Lure of Darkness, basically drawing us 3 cards. Unless they have an Ash Blossom. No, they don't. Okay. So we are gonna banish. We did draw the Vampire, so we are gonna banish a Joy Swarm. Then we are gonna regain. I'm still lurking, but what? Yeah, this guy, like, I don't understand his line. Maybe he thought it was turn 2. Why don't you Ash the... Like, this guy's making weird plays. He's making such weird plays. We just win now. Like, we literally just win. There's nothing he can do. We have full combo. He has nothing on field. Maybe that's an Imperm. If that's an Imperm, we still can win. We send a Domain to the grave. We have a Negate. They do have the Imperm. But now they're solo on resources. We have the Lubellion. We can banish something from their grave. Get the Magnamut. And he turned 1 access code. Yeah. So we are going to have a Negate. We are going to have a lot of stuff here. The question is, can we make it through enough to be able to kill him? I do not know, because it is going to be a bit troublesome. We do banish this, getting ourselves the Bestial on the field. Like, the big problem is that I don't have much to in the line of just getting stuff on the field. We could go for the Lubellion here to get myself... Like, we have an Omni Negate, but that's not great. The access code, like, they do have triple attribute in the grave, so they're gonna be able to pop everything on my field. We do have the Lubellion. We could go draw phase into Unicorn, keep the trap in end. So, like, IP here into Unicorn on their turn, bounce back the access code, and then they're on top deck, and maybe that's good enough. Because I think that's the only play I have. I think that is the only play I have. No, I don't run Branded Beast in this, because Branded Beast is kind of a counter synergy. Because if I have Zombie World on the field, I don't have a dragon anymore. So that's a plan. Like, it is a card that could be okay, but in my optimal end board, it doesn't do anything. Like, I could use a domination there, but that's not gonna do much. So I think the play is really IP here. We pass for 1 turn, we draw another card. Like, we're not in any hurry there. So we do this, we turn this to on. We are gonna banish on their turn. If we had any way to draw another level 6, it would have been good. But now we get the Saronir here. Then Saronir is gonna banish the Lingaribo on their turn. I just don't want them to be able to, like, access code my board away. So in the draw phase, the problem is they're gonna be able to access code anyway, right? Because it goes to their main phase first, so IP is not gonna be able to change. So I think I just lose. Like, I probably still lose. We're gonna banish this to make sure they don't have the material, at least in the grave. We are gonna summon this. Then we are gonna do regain because I want to draw a card for sure. So banishing this from their grave. Tsuchinoko would have been good last turn. It would have been really good last turn. That would have allowed me to go into Unicorn. The Dusted Air. Oh, Dustering first. A spicy play, because now we can just IP. If they just went access code as their first play, they were having me. But now they decided to do this first? Sure. I don't mind. Let me go into Unicorn. And then you destroy my regain? Sure, I don't care. Like, don't they know that they have access code that they can use? I don't understand this guy's play pattern. We are going to discard the Tsuchinoko to bounce this back. And now they're on 1 card. Unless it's a circular, I feel I'm doing good. We are going to mill the Lubellion because we don't... Probably a newbie. He's in Plat 2, though. Like, this guy should know what he's doing. He's in Platinum 2. I want to say UC deck, but like modernized. There is some new support of Yubel coming out. So maybe you're going to be able to. They do have this Sigma, but the Sigma in itself doesn't do anything. I feel we're doing good. I feel we're doing really good right now. We do have our own access code. They can go into Lingaribo, but that doesn't do much. Like, Lingaribo in itself, they can punch over the Tsuchinoko, but... Yeah, they're coming later next year, sadly, because they're releasing in February in the TCG, so I don't know how long it's gonna be for Master Duel to get them, but... Getting the Ash Blossom here isn't that great, but I think I'm keeping the Ash. Like, I could go for the access code to try and punch for damage, But if they... We can't even Ash the circular, though, so that's not gonna do anything. If we summon Ash, we go and we give them a 2-turn clock with the Axis Code. We punch their Lingaribo. And they are on top deck mode. I think that's a better plan. Like, they cannot top deck... They cannot top deck... They really need to only top deck circular. The only thing that gets them out of this is circular. The Ash Blossom top deck was pretty bad, but we're gonna be able to make it work. So Axis will take care of our own. Just join the Discord. Let's go. So targeting the Unicorn. What do we have in the grave? We have some stuff. I would have loved to see, like, I was keeping the Vampire Trap just to be able to do, like, just to be able to use it if I drew Vampire Ghost or something. So I think I'm gonna still keep it. Because if I draw Ghost, I want something to be able to, like, send it to the grave to combo off. But now let's see what he drew. Did you draw the circular? Did you draw anything? Please tell me you didn't. Like, you played this game so badly. Please tell me you didn't get rewarded by top decking your... Dodge Scraper is really good for them. But they did went through this Transcode Tarko line. They might not have any more plays. Link Decoder is insane. So Dot Scraper resummons itself, then this allows him to resummon itself again. We might still be losing, guys. We still have a chance to lose against this guy because just we drew badly, and this guy just drew like one of the best top deck you could get. I think they run Dot Scraper at 1, right? Not more than 1. Welcome in, Sliver. I'm not going to sleep. I'm having a fun time there. They don't run 2 of them. Oh, they can bounce back my Axis Code. That's annoying. We have a lot of draws that get us there, though. Uni-Zombie is insane. Ghost is insane. Even Familiar is insane. Like, a lot of cards get us there. Lubellion is not great. Because we don't have any more Bishols in the deck. So, I guess we're just drawing like, we didn't draw almost any Vampires. This is the only Vampires we drew. So, I guess we lose, guys. We did this game so good. Like, this guy played badly, but we don't draw what we want. Even if it's super factorial, they can't activate it. They don't have Mat Mech at all, so we do have a small amount of time. But come on. I have so many good cards. Allure of Darkness, Vampire cards, anything. Ghost Sleeper is not great, but at least that removes their monsters. So, summon a Ghost Sleeper. Do they have an Imperm? That might be an Imperm there, because that's not super factorial that we know. If it is an Imperm, I'm down for it. I'm not too bothered by an Imperm that could be there. We are gonna go battle. We're gonna punch into this just to remove it. So now they're on top deck mode again. With 1 set card, probably an Imperm. If we get another monster on the field, we can go for Sucker and maybe start playing the game. Like, we just need a singular Vampire. A singular Vampire. Oh, and they draw Circular. We lose. We lose. Because they top deck the best card they could get. Well, that was a game, guys. That was one hell of a game, right? We just didn't top deck. Like, in 30 cards, like, we drew about 13 cards. Like, 14 cards are in the graveyard. We drew 17 cards, and none of them did anything. So, I'm thinking of just going next at this point. I had this game. If the game just gave me anything to play around. Like, Danger... Jackalope was good. Danger. Like, I had 2 Jackalope, 3 Uni-Zombie, 2 Allure of Darkness, and a lot of stuff. It's so tilting. This is so tilting. Like, drawing the Ash Blossom there, which did nothing. Drawing the Lubellion after we already have, like, 2 Lubellions in the grave. So there's only a singular Lubellion left in the deck. But for sure, we top deck it. Not drawing Ghost, not drawing a singular Retainer, not drawing a singular Vampire at all. Like, if they punch into this, that doesn't even do us any good because we don't have lower life point than them. And I don't think they can put us down low enough to be able to trigger the Ghost Fusion there. And they do have a trap card. I'm thinking this is probably super factorial. So on my turn, they might be able to go into something. What are you thinking about? Like, it's not that hard. Just punch me. You can do 4,000 there. I'm gonna be lower. They cannot kill me now. They cannot make a Zeus. So, at least they're making me lower. So, if I get a singular monster. I just need a dark monster. That is the only thing I need. If I get... Okay, so they read the Ghost Fusion, I guess. They don't want to give me lower life point. Good night, Yume. They go into IP. I don't know what I can do against IP Masquerena there because they're gonna go into Unicorn. They have the Super Factorial probably. If they did not, I would have been surprised. They can't Unicorn? Why is that? They go into Eat Soul. That's even worse, to be honest. No discard, you're right. So now they draw a card, and let's see what they get, because that's really scary. Oh, just getting one of the best cards they could get. The Defender is just like a Link extender for them. If this card is in graveyard as material for a Link summon, like, they just keep going. Going to access code there. They could have killed me this turn if they've run double access code, by the way. Oh no, I bounced the access code back. But like, this guy just drew everything he needed. Still going for an access code on main 2 though. Please tell me I can punish this. Any card. Any card. They don't have anything right now. Please tell me this guy doesn't win. With like the worst play he's ever made. Come on. A Vampire, Unizombie, anything. That's the worst card of them all. Like, I know I said a Vampire, but that doesn't do it. Like, we can do Ghost here, summon the Retainer, but it doesn't really do anything. We can punch for 1.2k, but like, that's the worst Vampire we could get. Well, we lose. We lose, guys. If it was the Familiar, which I have 3 of, by the way. I have 3 of Familiar, 1 Retainer. If that was Familiar, I was stealing their access code and killing them. I should be playing 1 of Lube. I could be playing just 2 of them. Like, I like playing more a bit of them because they go into Chaos Angel, but I could playing just 2 of them maybe. But like, look at this. I could have drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like, there was so many cards. In 20 cards, I had 12 cards that I could have drawn. So every draw, 1 Lube, 3 Bestial. Sure, we could go for this. Like, the Lubellion's pretty good though, but I can see we can send Lubellion with Saronir. So we have triple Bestial. We're not gonna go bigger on Bestial, but we could try with this. Because we're running 4 Bestials before, so maybe the ratio's differently. But you could bash in and lower your life point. The problem is, like, if I bashed in, I would dealt 4,000. I could have maybe done that. Maybe that was a play. Just to ditch a Lube. I can see that. I could see that. The problem is I don't want to run the Bestial too much. Like, I don't want to run into too many Bestials. Game? Game? Please. Anything playable. Like, anything. Where are my starters? Oh, we lose. We are against Kashtira with a hand that does nothing. Well, I think it's time to change deck, guys. I don't understand what's happening. Konami really hates me. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how it's possible to draw this badly. Tournament's gonna be as bad. Like, I'm gonna mill nothing. Peaceful, foolish burial goods. Is it Fluffles? No, it's Tearlaments? Oh, God. Well, we maybe lose if they mill us, but are the millers gone here? Oh, they get the planet. That's super bad for us. We have the Call by the Grave for their turn, maybe, at least, if they have anything. But, like, if they get into... Oh, they just add the Rhino Heart, and then they summon Rhino Heart, they send something. You simply can't break. I doubt on that. Like, I'm able to break on Sprite. I'm able to break on a Sprite deck. So, are you sure I cannot break on Speedroid? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna break. Getting the Rhino Heart, sending the Tearlament Kashtira. This is gonna send a Tearlament monster. This is gonna mill 2. They can go into... Like, they use the Sheeran there, so they have to go into the Agnes. Thank you for the Rickroll there. They started everything they wanted, though. Like, they had everything they would need. So, getting themselves a Sulex, so that's a monster negate. Then, what are they gonna go into? They summon this, they go into Kit, probably add the Avnis again. Or send the other Sheeran. Is Sheeran at 1? Or is it at 2? It's at 2. So they can just send the Sheeran straight to the graveyard. But I feel you add the Sheeran. Then summon the Sheeran, mill more. But the problem is if you add the Sheeran, you don't have fusion anymore. If you're true Road Rager, you won't. You have to believe in the cards. I believe in my cards. I believe in my vampires. But they keep like not believing me. So they're gonna send this. Oh, they summon this. Then send this to the graveyard. Activate the effect. Mill 5. They're gonna mill 3 cards from their own deck. Could you please mill me? That would be nice. That would be real nice. Nope. So they milled this. Those weren't great mills, but they do it the Beast and the Jet. Never mind. Those were amazing mills for them. Because now they can go Jet Synchron. They can go into Chaos Ruler because Chaos Ruler is a balance card and it's a fair card. Yeah, I know. I keep telling you, like, I'm running this at 1. But I keep drawing the Mizuki. I don't understand why this game hates me so much. Like, I keep drawing Mizuki. I have it at 1. I've seen it more than Unizombie. Like, you guys understand why I say I need to run my, like, big combo cards at, like, one-ofs. Because this is a one-of, this is a one-of, and this is a one-of. But Unizombie is nowhere to be seen. Vampire Ghost nowhere to be seen. Allure of Darkness nowhere to be seen. Like, those 3 cards are 3-ofs in my deck, but they're nowhere in my hand. They go into Time Thief for Doer, so they're gonna have another fusion on their turn. Oh, they want to do it now. So they send this, they have the Sheeran, they can go into Rhino Art. The Rhino Art is going to be super bad for me. Like, there's not much I can do. Unless they put it here or here. Please put it in a zone that I could steal it. Thank you very much. So I'm going to probably summon Familiar here. Go into Relinquished Anima. Steal this. And then hope that it's enough. Because they can always Fenrir banish my stuff. Oh, they have three traps. They have the Monster Negate trap. So I'm just dead. I'm just dead. Their mill is bad, but they still got, like, the Suliek. They got, like, you can say their mill's bad, but they got everything. We got the Unizombie, but it's a bit too late. If we had the Bishul in there, we would have been fine. They have the Omni too, yeah. They get the Shadow Vampire. That's not too bad, but, like, there's nothing I can do. If I do Unizombie summon, they just negate it. They Fenrir it away. If I, like, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try something, but there's nothing I can do. I do Familiar, I go into Relinquish, and then I die. So Relinquished Anima here. I do this, they Suliek, and it's winnable? I don't think it is. I don't understand how you could think that this is winnable. Like, at least a Time Thief didn't hit a spell card, but that's about the only silver lining that I see here. We're gonna do Relinquished Anima, try to get this. They flip Suliek, then I just lose. They have way over lethal if I don't do anything here. And I don't have anything to extend. I don't have any... Yeah. So, GG. That was a game. That was a game for sure. Drawing for them the one of Foolish Burial Good. We could run more Bishops if we want to. But, like, let's see. They drew the one of Foolish Burial Good. Sending this, they add the Fenrir in their hand. Like, it is a pile. This pile can break so hard. But for some reason, those guys just keep getting the cards they need. Like, if we go, we could go for one more Saronir maybe. To get 2 Bishops there. It's a Dark 2. Like, our decks should be fine. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. We have like 10 starters in there. So we should be fine to see one of them most of the time. But more often than not, we don't see them. So I just don't understand what's happening. Oh, I'm so tired of Masvidal for this. Like, why? Why am I so unlucky? I'm never this unlucky. I finally win a coin toss now. After the 6th game, I win a coin toss. It's been 5 games in a row that I lost a coin toss too. Time to switch to 3 of every breakout and 1 of every starter. That's what I'm thinking. I complain about the lure, but I didn't mean draw triple allure in my opening end. That's not what I meant, game, and you know it. You know it. That's not what I meant. At least Allure is not once per turn. But they seem to have Maxi there because they added delay and everything. So Allure of Darkness. Oops, alt starter. Yeah, exactly. So we are going to do Danger Jackalope. I don't need you. Well, what if we do it again? Okay, now it's a question. Do we want Unizombie? Do we want Ghost to start? Unizombie and Ghost both kind of lose to the same thing of Imperm. If we go Unizombie, we can send, like, we can send the Familiar. So I think we get rid of the Ghost because we can send a Familiar that way. I don't think we're gonna lure a third time. That's for sure. So we summon the Unizombie here. Unizombie is gonna trigger its effect, sending to the graveyard. Getting myself the... At this point, I might want, like, if I get the Familiar, that's not gonna be great. Like, it's either Retainer. Retainer gets me another mill, so I think Retainer is the plan. We do Domain here to get an extra normal. We do Retainer there. We are going to get the regain draw, so this is fine. We can still play the game. A bit awkward because we did draw triple Allure. I love Allure. I'm running out of 3 to see it often, but I don't like drawing triple of Allure. It's not a card that I really need as many of them. So we are going to do Immortal Dragon there. Immortal Dragon's going to get me into... The regain gets me a draw. That's at least a start. Sending this back into the deck. Drawing the Zombie World. That's really not great. I need something else here. So if we get ourselves the Retainer to the graveyard, we could get ourselves the Ghost Sleeper too to get the Ghost Fusion. To do that, if we get Retainer, we can get the other one, but that's not going to do the combo as I want it to do. So Ghost Sleeper effect here is going to get me the Ghost Fusion. Then I think I fire off Ghost Fusion right away. I want to keep Allure for later on. I don't want to use it right now. So we do this. We use this guy and we use the Shang-Chi from deck. We are going to summon Garura. Then with the Shang-Chi, we're going to revive Banishing. Probably the Ghost Sleeper, I would say. That's probably the one. Like, the other cards are more important. Even though the Immortal Dragon doesn't come up often, it is a good card to have in the graveyard. Now we can send to the graveyard. If we send a Familiar, we do have an extra normal. But we would remove our trap card, which is kind of annoying. If we send the Mizuki, we can send after that another card. To get ourselves, like, we go into Beatrice here. It's not going to be the most, like, amazing board. But it is going to be, like... Beatrice here. Beatrice is going to send... I'm going to take the gamble. I want to take the gamble because if... Oh, we don't need to send this, actually, because we do have the Zombie World in then. So the only cards we do not want to hit is the Baylordrock. If we hit Baylordrock with the draw, it's going to be the worst. But other than that, we should be okay. So if we send a Voivode, we get a trap, like a monster in the graveyard negate. If we send a Familiar, we get a Search. But we do not have the other monsters, so I think we're sending the Voivode to the graveyard. Then Garura is going to trigger, drawing me a card. Please, please, please. Okay, okay. That's good, actually, because we do Libellion here. Knowing I drew the Libellion there, I could have done another play. I could have done the, like, other small one. So now we do Magnemite here. Magnemite is going to target the Garura. We're not going to need the Garura anymore, but that was a big top deck there. We go Magnemite. Magnemite is going to trigger. Then we can go into... We don't really have anything for the Libellion there, but we could go into a revive of Unizombie, sending something to the grave. That would give us the... Barone. So that would be 2 negate. We don't have a zombie though, so I kind of want to get into the... If we do this though, we can... Like, does Big King Libellion do anything for us? I don't think that does really. Well, getting Libellion will allow Regain to revive Magnemite. No, because Magnemite can... oh, yeah, you're right. You're so right. I was thinking of, like, Magnemite adding back to the end, but that is completely fine. Like, we go the Lubellion. Oh, and that way we can do something else. We can go even further, guys. I wasn't thinking about this because that's a level 8. And the other monster we sent was a level 8 too. Like, I was thinking of keeping the Voivode, but I kind of want to go Gamba, right? We're not going to stop there. We got to go for the whole way. So we go for Zombie Vampire here. And we mill. We might regret this, but what's the worst that could happen? Like, what's the worst that could happen? They are on a trap deck. Getting to Lilith in the graveyard is kind of bad for them. If we get this revived, we get 2 vampires on the field, which is pretty good because they're Grace triggers now. Summoning yourself, then we do have a lot of vampires there. We could make them... They have the Zark trap. They have the trap track. I think I'm going to make them send a trap to the graveyard. I don't think there's any trap that I really got to be worried about that much. Getting the 2 Lady of Lament in the graveyard is going to be insane, though. Like, it's going to help a lot. So let's see what they send. They did it the... Okay, so another trap check. So that's out of the way. If we set the Zombie World now... We set the Call by the Grave, we set the Domination, and we fire up the Allure. Let's see what we hit. Gamba! Okay. This is only from field, right? So it's not gonna work. If this card... where is it? If this card is in the graveyard, it's banished. So we don't really need the Retainer. We're gonna keep the Shinobi Necro. I kind of want to get it there. The problem is, do we go Sucker to draw card? I think we go Unicorn because we have a discard fodder. So that way we go into IP Masquerena there. We have the Omni Negate. We have everything we need, to be honest. Magnemite triggers too. Getting myself the Druid Swarm. And this should be pretty good. This would be really good. So Regain can revive. No, Regain cannot revive because Regain revives a dragon. So Regain cannot revive right now, but that's fine. We don't really need it. Regain's mostly there to get us like recursion and get us draws. Do they have an Ash Blossom there? They have something. So nothing on this. We are going to get the Doom King in the graveyard. We are going to revive it. We can go into Unicorn at any point with... Beatrice and IP that we have. We don't need a Beatrice anymore, so that's gonna use the material nicely. Now we're gonna put our Doom King in the rightmost corner. A Call by the Grave there. We are gonna need to negate this, that's for sure, because the Doom King's gonna do a lot here. So we need to burn out Domination on this, and this closes the unless they have Red Reboot, this closes the chain because it is a counter trap, so they cannot chain to a counter trap that way. We are going to summon the Doom King there. And we do have one less negate. We don't have any negates anymore, but we should be fine. We can go into Grace here, summon ourselves. Just get more bodies on the field. Why not? We're still at 3,000 life point. That's not too low. Super Poly? Okay, this guy just drew everything there. So he drew Super Poly into Call By. We have a Magnemite there. Into Book of Eclipse. The thing is, at least we have a Call by the Grave to deal with this. But what are you getting into? He's getting rid of the Doom King there. We are going to get a body. Those 3? What is this? It's the triple dark, right? Yeah, so that's really bad. At least we can get the Doom King next turn. Regain's gonna trigger. Oh, wait, it's just a Bishal. Never mind, I'm so dumb. It is a Bishal, so you were right. So we summoned the Bishal, Magnemite again. I thought it was only Dragon. Because they were not Dragon anymore, but I guess I'm just dumb. I'm just stupid. I don't read my card. So it is the end of the standby phase. Everything was done in the standby phase, by the way. But I know they don't have the Supreme King thing. They don't have Trap Trick anymore. It's not that generic, which helps you there. Yeah, exactly. It's more specific, and it helps me because it's not restrictive on what I can do. Prosperity too? So this guy opened Book of Eclipse, Call by the Grave, Super Poly into Prosperity. Like, get a better hand if you want. Like, this is insane. It's literally everything you would need. We do have the Druid Swarm to maybe do something, but that's spooky. So getting evenly matched, Daruma Cannon, Necro Valley. So it is just a stun deck. It is straight up a Lair of Darkness stun deck. Would be insane if you could revive Fall of Albaz. It would be insane. So they get Necro Valley because they know what deck I'm running. But if you don't kill me this turn, I feel you just die. Like, I have so many things. I can just go into the Vampire 6 on my turn and just kill you from there. Battle phase? Is that gonna be it? Like, what do you punch into? None of them really do anything for me. So, punching into the Graves, that's probably the worst thing you could have punched into. That's gonna be negated. Negate any card that changed type of attribute. Cards in the graveyard cannot be banished. Negates any effect that would move a card from the graveyard, so that's not gonna work. Sadly, that's not something that's gonna be doable, but we do have the Druid Swarm here, so we can do stuff like that. And the problem is, he might have another... There's no Super Poly there, so at least we know that. Necro Valley, good thing, enough. Necro Valley doesn't stop Magnamut from... Okay, so this one won't do anything, so no point in using it. Oh, no, it stops it. I thought it would not. We do have the Jackalope. That would be a 9. We could go for a Pep here. And maybe Pep's big enough for them to not be able to deal with it. Like, for sure, Oh, I can't even Visual there? That's so annoying. So we summon this Shinobi Necro there. Then we do Jackalope. Jackalope's gonna trigger. If we hit itself, it's gonna be bad. So Druid Swarm there. Gonna summon the Jackalope. We can go into a Pep here. Getting the Scarlet Scourge, not that great. But if they don't Super Poly now, I probably just go into Pep with this, this, and this. Banish the Necro Valley from this, and now I can play the game. So Psychic and Punisher, they can't target at all. We can just banish their monster and punch them for game, actually. We don't even care about the Necro Valley that much. Oh, I didn't read this one. Well, we lose now. We super lose. Well, we got done in by Necro Valley. That's a fun card, right? We love Sun Deck. I should have read this. Now they're gonna go Trap Trick. You draw the third Trap Tricks. Why don't you? So this guy started. If we keep in mind, he started Pot of Prosperity, Trap Trick, when 2 Trap Tricks are milled already. He started with Super Poly, Call by the Grave, and Book of Eclipse. Like, that is insane. That is one of the best hands you could get. Like, no kidding. This is one of the best things you could get. And getting the Necro Valley out of there, we just lose. We straight up lose. We have nothing we can do. I don't really know what we could have done there either, because they add the trip over and everything. So this would have negated any summon I would do. I thought the Pep maybe could have been summoned, but this guy's just better than me. Yeah, we're going to go next. This guy's just going to play with himself. Let's see how likely it was that their draw was that. Like, let's see how likely they had their draws. How lucky were you in your draws? Because that is an insane end. So they drew the 2 of Super Poly, which is not that likely. They found the 1 of Necro Valley. They drew the 1 of Prosperity. They add this. They opened with another Trap Tricks, which they milled 2. Like, that's insane at this point. That is completely bonkers. You understand why I'm stuck there right now, right? Like, even if I add the... I'm gonna lose a rank. I'm gonna go back to Plat 3. I'm never escaping Platinum 3. Like, I'm never escaping this hell. I'm being stuck there forever. I don't understand what's happening. My opponents, I don't know if Konami just made a trigger that makes the opponent have crazy hand, but at this point, it's not even funny anymore. We do have the Ghost. We have the Unizombie. Like, Ghost, I'm gonna go with the weaker play, but the play that is resilient to Imperm, because I know my opponent. I know even though they're running a 44 card deck, they're gonna have Ash, they're gonna have Imperm, and they're gonna have Maxi. So we're gonna play a hand that plays a bit around end traps just to hope that we don't die. Sending the Familiar to the graveyard. No end traps there, so we could have went the other way, but I'm never safe. I am never safe around people anymore. Like, I don't trust anything. We are gonna go with this, getting ourselves the Retainer here. Retainer's gonna trigger, getting myself the... At this point, we want the Domination. We don't need the Domain. We already normaled. So we do the Familiar here. Familiar is gonna send this to the grave, summon itself. We kind of died to a nib, but we always die to a nib with this deck. So Familiar here is going to get myself the... We don't want to Ghost yet. We get the Shadow Vampire. We go into the normal play of Sucker here to get myself Recursion. So Sucker, we go into Vampire Ghost, summoning myself the Shadow Vampire. We're going to be able to go into Beatrice, which is pretty good. We're going to draw another card, so maybe we get into something. Shadow Vampire there. We get ourselves the Scarlet Scourge. Then from there, Grace is going to trigger. Scarlet Scourge is going to trigger afterwards to get ourselves more chain. Getting the Sucker there, and we should be doing okay. Like, we should be doing fine right now. Let me just see around. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. So we have the Sucker here. We summon the Grace. With this, we draw a card. We can go into Beatrice. We can go into Ghost Fusion. Guess we change the plan now. We don't need to go into Ghost Fusion because we drew the Ghost Fusion. So this here, we go into Lady Eternal. Lady Eternal is going to send to the graveyard. From Grace here, we're going to send... I think I'm sending the Shinobi Necro because it's going to give me the... like, more bodies. If we go Saranir, the problem is to get the other dragons on the field. Because if we could go Saranir, that would be really good. We could use the Shinobi Necro to, like, banish it and then go into maybe the Bestial Dispatter. I would really want to go into Bestial Dispatter with this, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. So we banish a Shinobi Necro here. We are going to go... with those two, I don't really know what I want to go for. Because I don't have 6s that are that good. We could go for a Chaos Ruler. If we go for a Chaos Ruler, the thing is we don't really get anything more. We can send to the graveyard at this point. If we send the Mizuki, we can get ourselves like a revive later on. So we send the Mizuki. Oh, we forgot the Zombie World. So we might be cooked there. We might have screwed up. But we are going to do this. We are going to do that. We're going to try and draw first, which is weird. It might come up weird. But we want to have a better chance at the Zombie World. If we do not get the Zombie World and we mill it, that's going to affect our end board a lot. So let's go to Gura there. Gura's going to draw us a card. And like that, we draw an Ash Blossom. That's pretty good. Please, no, please, no, please, no, please, no. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Not the greatest. What did we get there? We got the Familiar, the Danger. Let's get a Danger to our hand, because that could be really good. So we get this. We use a Saranir, so now we can send the Lubellion to the graveyard. That's what we wanted. We did hit the regain, so that's a bit annoying. But we can do... if we do Saranir here, that's not going to do much. If we revive anything, we don't have level 8s that we could revive. Like, if we do Saranir, we can revive again and go for another mill. And I think that's what I want to do. So Saranir here is going to banish from the graveyard. At this point, I don't care about the Tsuchinoko. Let's get the Tsuchinoko out of the way. We summon the 6. We do the Bestial Lubellion here. Getting ourselves the Bestial Lubellion. I would love that the Bestial Lubellion could set from the graveyard. That would be so bonkers. Like, getting the regain from the grave that I just sent there. If we do... Do we have a light in the graveyard? We do not. So I was thinking, like, if we do the other things, but that's not gonna work. I wanted to do IP first. So we add an IP on the field and then we revive to save the Chaos Ruler. But we do not have a way to trigger this anymore. So that way, let's send the Lubellion to the grave, mill 4, and see what we hit. Special summon. They are on Pendulum. That might be worrisome. But hitting the Unizombie there is really insane, because Unizombie is targeting itself. Getting myself a 10, we can send to the graveyard the Banshee at this point. Then we summon the Baronne de Fleur right here. It's going to be summoning itself. Do we want to summon? I think we want to summon in the EMZ. We don't care too much, and we're going to tag it out. We want to keep the zone open. So we are gonna get a lot of value here. We could revive something. Is there anything worth reviving there? I don't think there is for now. Like, might as well keep the Mizuki for next turn. And we ended our turn with 4 cards in our hand because we're gonna set this one. So 1 Entrap, 1 Omni-Negate. We're gonna get the Doom King. We have good follow-ups for next turn. We could go for Jackalope, but that doesn't do much. Like, you gotta know when to stop. You basically gotta know. They are on Kashtira there, so do I want to give them a monster? So monster effect can only special summon when this card declares an attack. You can place 1 counter on it once per turn. Quick effect can remove 2 spell counters from your field. Special summon a monster from your deck that can place counter on. That's pretty troublesome, and you can only special summon once per turn. If this card special summon, you can target. There's no card that I really want to give them, so we're not gonna go for it. But that would have been good. Like, if we could have put a monster on their field, like we milled the Maxi or something, I would have sent them a monster. Because I know they are on Bird, so they are on Kashtira. That we know. We're gonna do this, send the Doom King to the graveyard. Then, welcome in, Folly. Are you done? Are you guys done? I know you were having a collab with Fluffy. Oh yeah, you're done. How was the cooking? Did you burn something? Like, did you guys burn everything? I did go. I'm running on 5 hours of sleep right now. I'm running on a small 5 hours of sleep. Because I helped a friend. No burn, we died. Oh, how did you die? Did you get like... How far did you get? So they get the Servant of the Endymion. That's fine. They get another scale. That's an 8 scale. I kind of don't want them to have a Pendulum Summon. So I could use the Baronne here. They asked for mushroom pizza. What? Why would you ask for that? That's like the worst. Mushroom pizza is so bad. Why would you ask for this? Like, mushroom on pizza is a no-no. Upstart Goblin is fine. They're searching for something. Placing a spell counter. I love mushroom. I'm not the biggest fan of mushroom. So they're gonna go for the chicken game. That's fine. They're gonna search, draw a card, I mean. I'm not the biggest fan of mushroom. Mushroom that are minced, I'm fine with. Big mushroom, I'm not. So they're gonna do this. We are gonna Ash Blossom this. They are on 2/2 scales right now, so they are struggling a bit. Not much you can do from there. Flan don't like mushroom? It depends. Like, I don't like the texture most of the time. Add 1 Endymion card from your hand, and you can count the number of spell power, mastery and spell power grass you control, and or the graveyard. That's fine. They're gonna search a card. I'm not too worried about this. They're placing spell counter. Plan, where do you live? Not like I'm gonna order mushroom pizza for you or anything. Like I said, I don't mind. Like, some pizza, what I eat is like all dressed, and there's mushroom on them. But I won't get a pizza with mushroom as the main topping. Like, it can be there as a side topping and everything, but it shouldn't overpower anything else. Each time, place a spell counter on this card. If a card with a spell, once per turn, if you would activate a card effect by removing spell counter, you can remove that many spell counter from this card. If this card would be destroyed, you can remove spell counter. That's fine. For now, I feel this is fine. This is not once per turn? Or is it another effect? I can't answer it anymore. Flan is North American. You want to negate the big guy? Is this guy the big guy? Because now they summon a big one. They summon this. Why could I not negate this at all? Like, I don't understand. So now they have the Endymion. Once per turn, you can return 1 card you control with a spell counter. If you do negate the activation, if you do destroy it, that's fine. Mighty Master on pen scale. Oh, is that... Like, what prevented me from counter trapping this? Is it because my counter trap, when a spell trap card or effect is activated? Okay, so because it was already on the field, I cannot negate something that's already on the field. That's why. It's not activation and effect. It's only on activation that I can negate. So that's why I could not negate this with the domination. But I still have a lot. If they go Electromite, they lose. Like, if they go Electromite now, they literally lose the game. Because I can just domination it away. And I can just Doom King it. Or Battle Phase, they're going to try and punch over the Doom King. So there is no Doom King on the way. But I still have my vampires. So even if you know I have domination. So even if you go into Electromite, I feel you lose here. Because I have an Omni. I have a good follow-up for next turn. Let's see what he comes up to. He's thinking really hard. We don't have much time, but it should be enough to get us out of this. So they do go into Beyond the Pendulum. That's going to do the same, to be honest. I'm just going to negate this. And now they don't have monsters. They still have a normal, but let's see what they go from there. Like, they went through a lot. We don't have any more interruption, but they don't have battle phase. They have the Astrograph Sorcerer. So this guy opened pretty good. But I don't know if the Astrograph can do anything on its own. Like, it doesn't seem to have an effect on the field, right? So he special summon this, then choose a monster in the graveyard that is banished, that was Sword Story, and add one monster with the same name from your deck to your end. Okay, so they're gonna get another monster there. Welcome in, some things. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing good. How's your day going? He didn't pop any scales, so it's useless. Well, he could have gotten, like, one of the big scales if he wanted to. And we win this game. That was a tough one, though. This guy, like, had a lot of stuff. He could negate a lot of stuff going around. But let's see. Let's see if we can find another deck. We do have the Bishals. Do you guys have any list for not a Bishal, but a D-Link list? Like, do any one of you guys... I think I had one before that I searched. But if we can get into a D-Link list that is pretty good, to add, it needs to pop a scale first. Oh, I didn't even know that. So we have this one that we could probably craft. Is this a good list? Should this be the list that we want? Is there anything else we would want instead? Like, that's a list I found online. It's okay. Would there be any changes you make to this? Because I kind of want to learn D-Link for sure. So we don't have enough UR for now. We need one sphere. We need one... Like, we need only 2 URs for this. 3 URs for this. So we would need 50 more UR dust. It's okay, to be honest. Okay. I know there's a lot of different versions. Like, I know some lists don't run the Black Metal Dragon. Like, some lists only run, like, remove this, and run something else instead. I don't know if I want to run it. I don't know if I don't want to run it. Like, I don't have preference. Let's go into Dismantle, selected card. Go into UR to see what we can remove. Black Metal is pretty important, IMO. Yeah, I've seen, like, back and forth. Will I ever need to Albion? Like, most of the decks only run 1, right? Do I need more than 1? Other than that, the Ringo Worm... I kind of want to keep 3 in case I need it, but I'm not sure. Nope, I don't even ever need more than 1. The Dispatter, I feel, is the same. You never really need more than 1 Dispatter, to be honest. Like, this is a card that you use once, and that's pretty much it. So 1 Dispatter there. We have 2 of this. We want to keep 2 of this just in case. Do Link deck run 2 Link Decoder or just 1? Like, do they run more than 1 of this card? Just 1? Okay, so we can remove this. That's 1 UR already. So we just need to find 3 more that we can remove. Do we need triple Noir? I think Noir is only run at 2, right? In most decks? Like, Noir's not ran at more than 1 most of the time. But I'm not sure about this one. That's one that I'm the less unsure. Just 2. That's what I thought. Like, you probably don't want to go... If some even play 1. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, 2 is if you want to be safe and have recursion or anything. But 3 is just too much. You're never going to use 3 of them. Mikenko Fire Dance, that's fine. The Bug here. Like, the Ignister, I don't think I'm ever going to do. So we can probably remove some of the Ignister there to get ourselves more dust. DXCs? What she's sucking? Sucker for now is not sucking on much. The Tachyon though, do you mean like this one or this one? Well, I love the Galaxias because I might just try and build them one day, so... I'm gonna keep them. I don't know if I need both of them, but I was planning on making Galaxy Eyes one day. because I want to make a big Bungus deck. It seems fun. It seems funny. It's not the best deck, but it seems funny. We don't need that many URs. Like, we can remove some of these cards, and that should be pretty good. Like, this is enough to get ourselves the dust anyway. So, might as well just dismantle this. And we should be able to batch generate this. Wait, well, it's too late now. The Ignister, I don't think I would ever do. But what were you telling me to wait on? We need 420 SRs. So, dismantle all extra. We can get some SRs there. And now we're gonna go for more SR dust. We need 24. The Draco Slayer card, is it good? Is it bad? Like, I've never seen it other than in a Draco Slayer deck. And I've seen a Draco Slayer deck once. My insane gameplay in the player duels made you want to play this. I really loved it. Like, I just need a deck that's better right now because I'm losing my mind with my deck. I'm losing my mind. I cannot draw Mizuki. You can only draw so many Mizukis until you go insane. So, I need something else right now. It's a really good Pen card. The problem is I don't play Pen. That's a problem. I'm not smart enough to play Pendulum, so that's why I'm not running it. Right here, we don't want the UR thing. We want the SRs, and let's see what we can remove. We have the Armed Dragon. We don't really need... Oh yeah, Matt, some of those cards you can get from Structure Deck. Oh! But the thing is, they're kind of easy to craft. And the SR Dust, I have a lot, so it's not too bad. While the, like, gems, I don't have that many, so... That's kind of my thought process. I don't think you need more than 2 brightest at best. This one, I don't even know if people are playing. We don't need more than this. We can remove this. It's at 2. Then we can remove this. Like, we have so many SRs, so that should not be a problem to get the SR dust we need. Double the Strudo for some reason. Then we can remove the... I don't plan on going Odd Eyes. I don't plan on going Gagaga at any point. I don't plan on doing this. I don't plan on going Earthbound at any point. The Neospace is not really something that interests me. The Emancipator Sign. So we're at 160. We need like a bit more. It's so hard. What I feel is D-Link is easy to play, hard to master. This is basically what I understand. Like, it is a hard deck to master and do the most optimally on, but it is a deck that is gonna end on an end board most of the time. Like, it's gonna be able to play through almost everything. You can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon once per turn this way. When summoned this way, your opponent can target one level 4 monster in their player's graveyard. They can special set the target to their side. That's funny. If you start with this first, like you don't have anything else, I find it hard to play on and master. I will say it's impossible to stop for sure. Like, they have so many starters. They have so many ways to start their plays. It's insane. We don't need as many trap cards there. I don't think I'm ever gonna go dual avatar, so we can remove this. Outfit of monster on the field becomes fire. I don't need this. Then we are at 22, so that should be enough to get myself the dust. It's used to be good in Speedroid. It's just a level 4, right? It's just like bodies that you can get on the field. Because what cards would I get? Like, what cards would I get there from the... Let me see from the shop. Because if I can get a UR, now that's worth it. If I cannot get a UR, that's not going to be worth it. So, let's see. Is there a Dragon Ravine in this? There's the Chaos Space, but the Chaos Space is not really relevant. We don't have anything that good here. Then, Dragon Maid has Seal. Oh, Seal could be good because it is a UR. So, that would save me 30 UR dust for 500 gems, which is pretty good. So, that I'm down. That I'm going to get. One time of the Dragon Maid one just to get myself the UR. That's basically saving money because that's half a 10 pull and you get a guaranteed UR. So that's pretty good. Is there anything else that I would need from here? Like any Then Rage and Cypher. What does this one have that I would need? They have those guys. That's not important. What would they have that I would need there? They have the Starlight Safer, but I don't think that's necessary. Yeah, it's just an SR, and we would need 3 of them, so that would be 1.5k for triple SRs. That's not really worth it. If it was a UR, I would have gone for it for sure. But anyway, we don't have gem for now. But that's still pretty good. Like the seal, thank you so much for the seal. That's gonna save me 30 dust. So that's gonna allow me to save up for the next deck I make. Probably Gold Pride Punk. Let's edit the deck now. And no, not this one. Not this one. Where's the D-Link? There we go. Welcome in, Emily. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing good today. How's your cat right now? Let me go look on them. It's been a while. They just stay in the living room. Okay, Kirk. No, she didn't do anything. What she's doing right now is just like, I think she's still on like, she isn't really used to the place. So what she did is she found the corner of my home. Like, you know where my TV is? There's like a small like, it's not really a chair. It's just more like a puff or something like that you can sit on. She hides behind it and she's just sleeping there. She hasn't moved like in forever. I'm not gonna butter her because that is the... yeah, I just realized it, man. The 469. But she's being really... Buttercat? Well, it's not my cat. I want to make sure that she feels safe first. And once she feels safe, I might butter her more. But the first day, you don't want to push the cat too much. Also, Trap Tricks is one of my all-time favorite decks. I just learned that I can prevent Nibiru through Aphlesia to protect my combos. Ooh, that's neat. Let's start with the batch generator this. We are able to get there. Did we get any good one? We got a Rocket Tracer that's glossy. We got a Starlight Safer that's glossy. No Royal though. Kinda sad. We've generated so many cards. No Royal there. Scammed. Scammed. It's okay. Just making sure she hasn't yeeted something off the table or something. No. She's fine. She's being super, like, normal right now. So, let's see this in game. I'm gonna go straight into rank with this. Ain't no way. I've seen D-Link play so much. I should be able to play the game with the D-Link. I should be able to figure this out in Platinum, right? This shouldn't be too hard. And watch me climb to Diamond, like... super fast with this because I'm not gonna drop Mizuki anymore. But I think D-Link is gonna be a deck I'm gonna enjoy. Like, D-Link is on the vibe of the deck I like. It's a deck that makes combos. It's a deck that do a lot of synchro summoning, a lot of link summoning. It reminds me a bit of what the vampire like spirit is. That seems like a pretty good end. Safer, I know, is pretty good. Speedroid next though, right? I could go for Speedroid. We have a Saronir here. Saronir might save us against the Tear Element. This is an insane hand. The thing is, I'm probably gonna screw this up. I know this one I can summon it. This is gonna send to the graveyard. If this is their only plays, they send the Avnis. I'm gonna go Saronir chain to this, and that's why Bistiols are insane. Like, I feel D-Link is really good right now because it checks the... Oh, they have Tear Element Kashtira? That's fine. They blank their own... No, they don't blank their effect because that's not the Kashtira monster. Oh, they can just remove it? Okay, so they blank my Saronir, but I just feel they move the problem for later on. Like, I still have the Saronir then. I can use the Saronir next turn. And now they missed on this. They can use the Meta Noise to get themselves... can target one Tear Element in the graveyard, so that one doesn't do anything. They get the Trust, so they can go into Talent there. That 10 was insane. Starting Pearl Rhino with Kashtira, Tear Element Kashtira there, and a Rhino Heart to summon. I think they searched a Rhino Heart from Pearl Rhino. But that 10 was insane on their end. Now they have Trust, setting an Imperm Oh, I don't have monsters, so they can't TDT me. So I know they have an imperm. They might have a crime. So 2 monster interruption. What does a quick Lana do? But it cannot attack, also destroyed during the end phase. I'm guessing I want to start with Safer, right? I think I want to start with Safer, right? Because this one could... from your end or deck to the graveyard, special summon this card, then increase its level by 1. During your main phase, the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 Red Eyes Fusion from your deck to graveyard to end. So I guess it just has a body. But we are going to start with Safer. They have an imperm, so we know they have an imperm for some of our stuff. But we should still be okay. You can send in a number of dragon from your end or face-up field to the graveyard. Add 1 dragon monster from deck to your end whose level equal the original level of those original monster. Do I want to send those 2 to get Lubellion? Because I feel Lubellion would be fine. This one is only from field though, so do I want to do that? Or do I not use the Safer? You can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 level 8 from your graveyard, add it to your end. So I could do Safer, send the Saronir, and send the... Does it need to be... whose level equals the total of those? So I would need to send those 2. Then I can banish this level 8 though, so it's in the graveyard. I guess I do Safer to add the Lubellion, right? I feel in this matchup, that's the right place. So let's try this. Oh, I can send itself. That I didn't know. So let's send this and this to get myself the Lubellion there for level 8. So we can continue playing there. Then we are going to do Lubellion now. Lubellion, getting myself the Magnemite. Your opponent right now. Is this guy the first time playing this deck? Yeah, it is. The Tillman's right if he's thinking that. They don't have a Dark in their graveyard, so that's a bit annoying. But we can do Collapse Serpent, banishing one of the Safer. Right here, summoning it. I probably should have went into Magnemite first. But that's fine. Safer could add me the Lubellion back, but I don't think that's worth it. We can go for Striker Dragon. Having more than 1 Striker Dragon is kind of insane. So Striker Dragon is going to get negated for sure. But we can do this. We can do the other one. If we knew they had an Imperm, we should have probably changed it the other way so that they cannot Ash my Collapse Serpent. They let this resolve. So did you sleep well? I slept pretty well. I slept pretty well there. How was your day today, Dimavi? Did you have some good trauma dump? I was there a bit, but how did the trauma dumping go? So, special summon up to do rocket. So, we can do the quick launch here. Getting ourselves the Tracer. Or do you want to go for the Recharger? Like, the Recharger, what does it do? Because I feel most of the time you want to go for the Tracer, right? Oh, we go Recharger, go into Romulus. Romulus gets me the Dragon Ravine. Then we can revive. What does this do? Up to 2 Rocket Monster with different name from your end and defense. If your opponent control more monster than you do, special summon Rocket with different name from your graveyard. I feel I always go Rocket Tracer. So, Tracer here. Then we don't use the Tracer yet. We go into Romulus with this. Then from Romulus, they probably are going to imperm this for sure. But at this point, they need to imperm this. If I get the Dragon Ravine, I feel I just pop off there. So they have the Suliac, so that's a bit annoying. They can negate the effect of a monster. That's going to mean that they still have the imperm there. But like I still have Magnemite, I still have everything I would need. I can even go into an access code if I want to. Now they send the Telement Kashira, but it is a water, so I cannot Bishol it away. We're gonna let this mail some cards. They mail the Maxi and a Foolish Burial Good, so that's not gonna do them any good. The problem is now that the Boot Sector launch, they have not more monster than me, so I can't really use it, which is really annoying. Like, because of this, that turned off my Boot Sector launch, basically. So we banish from the graveyard the Collapsed Serpent. We can still play the game. Like, we can revive the Tracer in another way. I know they have an Imperm, so we gotta be worried about that. But now we can go for this one here to get ourselves into the Pisty. Then we want to go this one. Then Romulus is negated, so it doesn't matter if we use the effect or not. I don't even know what this effect is of Romulus. I've never seen it. So let's add the other Collapsed Serpent. Then we do have a lot that we can do here. We can go... We still have the Safer that could be triggered. We could go Magnamut first. Magnamut is gonna banish the Wyvern Buster there to summon itself. They do have an Imperm. That's the final interruption that I know they have. So it shouldn't be too bad. We summon this here. Get the Magnamut trigger. We are gonna go into the... Thanks for the friendship there. You're starting to go into the link tree. I could have, yeah, you're right. But I think what I'm gonna do is go Lubellion here. Lubellion target this. Go into Lubellion there to get the branded regain. Or branded beast maybe. Because I can send the regain from branded beast. So that should be fine. Welcome in, Plujoshi. Early Flenmus. I'm gonna go on Christmas lunch with my family. They have a Nibiru. I feel I'm still doing fine through a Nib, to be honest. Because now they Nib me, but... I have the Saronir. I have, like, some stuff. That was a pretty brutal Nib. But I feel I can still play the game. What do you have in the graveyard? We have Seyfried. Like, we can summon this for sure. So sending the driver to the graveyard, summoning this one here. Do we have Link 6? I don't think... Oh, it's a 7 anyway. So we could do this, get ourselves the Lubellion back, but that's not great. Then target one level 8 or light or dark dragon monster. We could go for a dark. They don't have dark monsters in the graveyard though. We could go IP, bounces back to the end. The problem with Saronir is that, oh, I'm getting another Bishul next turn, so I guess I can allow myself to Saronir without a problem. So Saronir is gonna banish from the graveyard. I don't really need the Striker Dragon. I want to keep the Bishul there, so I'm not touching the event. Ain't no way I'm able to play through the event. Like, it's gonna be way too hard for me. We could go for a Sphere Pass. Like, if we go Sphere, we can always play next turn. Like, we have a lot that we can do. So I think Sphere Pass is fine here. We send to the graveyard something else. Like, we're not going to be able to kill them, but we do have a big Nib token. They are on top deck mode with nothing. They have a Suliek, but we can exchange the Sphere to the Suliek, I feel. We send to the graveyard. At this point, we want to send the Regain. Because if we get the Beast, we want to be able to revive the Regain there. Now we're going to go... End phase. We're going to go Magnamut. Magnamut is going to add back... Like, we want to add the Druid Swarm. Because Druid Swarm is going to be pretty good. If they use the Suliek, they can't even use the Suliek if they don't have a Tear Element, right? Yeah, they can't use the Suliek right now. So we are good on Sphere. It is a draw phase. Sphere Pass, Dragon Link, baby. Well, we got nibbed. So it is to be expected that the end board's not the greatest. Because we did get nibbed there. Before the end of main. So we are going to do Sphere here. We are going to tribute this one. Bounce their nib back. Oh, I could bounce other stuff back, but I think I'm gonna bounce their nib just so that they don't have it. They have the nib back in their end though, which is a bit scary. But if we go into a Tracer, we could get a Tracer on rotation again, but I kind of want to get ourselves the Red Eyes. Okay, we get the Red MD there. So we get this on the field. We have the Royal one, so that's pretty cool. We do have the Druid Swarm, so if they don't have anything else, I know they have one top deck. This is an Imperm, we know for sure. Getting Unicorn as your top deck is kind of insane. The guy top deck, the best card he could have gotten. This is insane. Like, this is completely stupid. The baby one, oh, you should have specified before. I just got a red eyes. This was the red eyes I saw. This was the red eyes when you said, like, take the red eyes. So they do get the Castiosis. We probably lose now because the guy just top decked the best card he could get. Unicorn was literally the best draw. If he drew a Tearlament card, we were fine. But now with the Fenrir, not summoning an attack. Oh, Castiosis needs to summon in defense, right? So this adds the Rise Art. Like, how insane! Oh, I could have used the Seal in battle phase. I did not know that. I thought Seals was main phase only. Well, I guess we know now. For next time, we're gonna know. For next time, we're gonna be aware of this. We learned it's the first game we play with this deck. I just feel we got cheated out of a game because the guy had Nib. He top decked the Unicorn when he had no plays at all. Like, any Tearlament name did not do it. Rhinoheart did not do it. Foolish Burial did not do it because we did have the Druid Swarm. But he just top decked into the best card in his deck that played around the graveyard effect of Druid Swarm. So now they banish one. They banish a Big Bang. That's kind of weird because they don't have Xyz for the Big Bang. Banishing the Levianeer is a bit annoying. He's on both Tearlament and Kashtira, and he top decked the best card in his deck. But the Big Bang doesn't resolve. I don't know if you know, but you need an Xyz. You should have made Shangri-Ira before using this effect, because now you cannot even go into a Rise Art. He could go into a Rise Art with those three, but that wouldn't be good. Do you want to know something? A Rise Art cannot out the token. A Rise Art cannot out the token that he made, because the token cannot be banished face down. So he's stuck with a big token that he gave me, and he has no way of removing it. I know this card is Nib. I know this card is Imperm. So he has nothing to deal with the token. Unless he goes Big Eyes. Big Eyes is going to be pretty troublesome. He can if he makes Zeus. Well, Zeus kind of gives me free reign next turn. So he's going to steal the token, I guess. Stealing the token there. He's going to turn it to battle position, but I can just Drift Swarm in the battle phase. Banishing anything on the field, and I should be fine. End of main, battle phase. They punch into this with probably Unicorn. Then they're gonna look at my extra deck. That's fine. They probably get rid of the Burl End, to be honest. They don't have a Kashtira monster, so do I even want to stop the token from punching me? Like, is there even a reason? Could have popped it. Yo, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But, like, is there a reason? If I take 6.5k, do I need my life point in this deck? Because I feel I'm better off just keeping the Drift Swarm for next turn. And then banishing something, getting the Lubellion back, getting the Branded Beast, and then I can pop something. Yeah, that's what I expected. I feel like keep the Drift Swarm for next turn. I don't think... I take the damage like a man. So 6.2k, that's not enough to kill me. He did not punch with any Xyz, so he cannot go into Zeus. So right now, we should be doing okay still. We know he has an Ib, so we gotta play under the 5 summon rule. But if we go... Ash Blossom is not the greatest. We can do this. We are going to special summon the Tracer from the graveyard right here. Then we are going to go Drift Swarm first. Drift Swarm banishing the... This one we don't care about too much. They have an Imperm. That's the thing we got to be worried about. They can always Imperm this. We could go Drift Swarm, go into... They are going to mill another card. If they go from the Baronne, that's kind of annoying, but we can go into this Spatter here. This Spatter, then Drift Swarm, send this to the graveyard. We punch over the Big Eye. Oh, we punch over this. I don't know what we would punch over. Getting rid of the Access Code is probably the worst play could have made. Because now we go Baronne. Baronne is even better than this. So now we're safe from Nib. If he wants to negate my Baronne, the more power to him. But now we send to the graveyard this here, so the token's not there anymore. Then we do Barone. Barone's gonna clear the Big Eye. If he wants to negate this with Imperm, that's fine. But now we do have the Seyfert. Seyfert's gonna banish itself. Add the Lubellion back to my hand. So we get the Lubellion back. With the Lubellion, we are at 3 summons now. But we do have the Barone. We know they are on Nibiru though, so we gotta be careful about that. We don't run Pep in this, right? No, we don't. So if we get the Saronir from the deck, the final Bishol in the deck, that's gonna be 5. Then that's gonna be... We're getting close to not having enough. Like, I think we're taking it slow. So we just go battle. We know what they have. We have a Nash Blossom for anything they could have. So we just gotta play around the Nib. That's basically what we gotta do. That was 1, 2, then 3. So I think I'm just summoning the Collapsed Serpent here. Just to get a body on the field. We're gonna banish the Sphere from the graveyard. And that's gonna be our 4th summon. Then from there, we're gonna pass. So not playing into the Nib. They have 1 singular Imperm and a top deck. Can they top deck something so insane again as a Unicorn? Like, they are on the backbone right now. We still have the Barone negate. Sadly, the Barone negate's probably gonna trade with the Imperm. But now they have another trap card. No Tear Element monster, so that's good for us. We can actually go for a Chaos Angel there. We don't want to do the Barone. Barone's probably gonna pop the trap card that we know. Like, we don't want the Imperm there. We don't know the other one, but I prefer to get rid of the Imperm to make sure. So they are gonna Imperm the Barone. We don't use the Barone effect. We don't need to. We can do Saronir here to get myself the Chaos Angel if we have one. We don't even run Chaos Angel in this. I feel you should, right? Like, D-Link should be running Chaos Angel. Add 1, send 1 dragon from your deck to the graveyard. I feel this is fine. You need Chaos Angel. That's what I mean. Like, Chaos Angel is insane here. That would have cleared the other trap card. So we are going to send a dragon. Did it get banished by Unicorn? No. So there's just no Chaos Angel in the build that I'm running here for some reason. So we send this to the graveyard. If you play this pattern, you need Chaos Angel. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. So sending the Absoluter Dragon. That I know is the play because it adds me a rocket. Then we can go into the Tracer here. And if we summon the Tracer, we can get ourselves... Right there, we get ourselves that. So that's 1 summon for the turn. We do the Tracer. We pop the Ravine. Then we get ourselves something else. They do have an interruption on this, so that's a bit spooky. We get the Recharger. We could go straight for the... Like, if we go for another stuff, the problem is we are not gonna have... Like, we just want to get Negate. You Dragon Link. I'm drawing a new deck there. I'm tired of just drawing the... Mizuki all the time. So they do have an Imperm. But they're pretty much dead. Yeah, I have Lethal on board. So I guess this was an Imperm. But at this point, they're dead. We can just go this to battle phase. We have 7.8k. That was a hard-fought battle. The guy drew everything he needed. Literally everything he needed. Like, I drew today almost 60% of the time Mizuki. He's a one-off in my deck. So a guy can only draw Mizuki so often before he goes insane. So we're trying another deck. And this guy we would not have beaten. If we were on vampires, we would not have beaten this guy. This guy started with everything. He started with Pearl of Rhino. He had the Rhino Heart. He sent a monster to the grave. And then he went into... where is it? The one of Tear Element Kashtira to summon again. Then he had the Imperm, the Suliek. And when we cleared this board, he went into... top deck Unicorn. And he had the Nib too, the one of Nib. So we would have not have beaten this with the Vampire deck that we were running. So 2 more win. We are gonna edit the deck though. Yeah. So we have this. What would we remove? Do we even need access code in this? Like, I feel Borderland Dragon is kind of the access code of the deck, right? You don't really need access code in Dragon Link. Because for sure, Chaos Angel's coming down. Dark or access code. I feel like the thing is, do we ever go Dark? Dark could be good to link line, but I don't think access code is that good. Like the 2 of Striker Dragon is important. The Pisty is important. This one's important. This one's to go into the revive. But for sure, Chaos Angel is insane here. Like, it is really bonkers. But no Goddess? Yeah, we could go Goddess too. Like this, right? That we probably would need to do some adjustment. This was a deck that I found on like one of my friends' Discord. But we will need to adjust the deck to our preferences and everything. But this is a base. This is a base to start off with. I don't know about the ratios too. But let me read about the rocket monsters. So you can special summon this card to your zone. A Dark Link monster points you can only special summon Rocket Caliburn. This once per turn this way. You can tribute this card, special summon one Dark Dragon or Machine monster from your hand except Rocket Caliburn. Okay, I understand what this does. So that's not too bad. What does the Recharger do though? Like the Recharger, I'm not sure. If a Dark monster you control that was special summon from the extra deck is destroyed by battle, you can send this card from your hand to the field, then target one of those destroyed monsters, special summon one Dark monster from your graveyard with a different original name than the targeted monster. That's fine. If you have this in the end, that's fine. While you control a Dark monster, special summon from the extra deck, your opponent can target this card for attack. Like, I feel it's just a buddy, right? It's like the best level 4 rocket, so that's why you run this. But other than that, I don't see the reason why you would be running this specifically, like over anything else. Let me just look. I want to make sure everything is fine. Right here. But for sure, if you guys have any Dragon Link builds, feel free to drop them in the Discord. I'm going to look at them. I don't think I'm going to be going for that much longer today. Because I do feel myself like starting to fall asleep a bit right now. I am feeling a bit like tired. It's a body, yeah. So it's a 4, so you can go Tracer into this, into like Chaos Ruler. Also, most people place 2-1 with the Chaos Serpent. Do you mean like the Collapse Serpent and the Wyvern Buster? So like 2 Collapse Serpent and 1 Wyvern Buster? Is that what you mean? 2 light, 1 dark. That could be, yeah, I could see that. Because the dark, you don't need more than that. Like, I guess it doesn't give you more than this. Maybe this was like more of a budget list because there's not that many URs in this. So maybe that was a budget list that someone made for someone else. But I feel the ratios are a bit wrong. I should adjust the ratios. I should look on Master Duel meta what people... Way more dark in the deck is a reasoning. Yeah, I understand. Like, you run way more dark. So that makes sense that you want to get the light one more often than the dark one, because the dark one's more of a brick. Like, the light you have is this one, the Seifert, and other than that, the Lubellion. Nib is weird with no crossout. I feel Nib is really strong in this metagame, though. Like, I feel Nib is really strong right now. So I don't know. I kind of feel like keeping Nib is pretty good. But I'm gonna have to play around with it for sure. You play 2 Nib with 1 crossout. That's fair. That's fair. The ratios, I don't know. Like, the red eye stuff is pretty good. I don't know about the end trap ratios. Like, do we want to change the end traps a bit or anything? Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. I'm not sure. But I think for now, I'm probably gonna go for tonight because I am feeling really tired. Like I said, like I ran an overnight modcast and I was up for 10 hours streaming earlier on Leah's channel. So I got the Red Eyes package from mine, but I'm also bad at it. I prefer the third Tracer too. Yeah, I've seen people cut the Red Eyes package. I'm gonna think about it because I might do the same. I don't know if the Red Eyes package is that great. Like, the Red Eyes Dark Metal Dragon for sure, but the other Red Eyes, I'm not sure if I really want to run them. But like I said, I'm going to do some study there and see what I like, what I don't. But I kind of want to send you guys to Like, he's doing some sub replays, so I don't get a chance to rate Danny that much, so let's get him. We're small, so we're not gonna make, like, that much importance, but I want to rate him from time to time. On that note, here's the raid message for those that are subbed. Here's the raid message for those that are not. Thank you so much for being here today. I know I might not have been the most energetic plan ever today, but I'm gonna try. I really want to work, like, I want to make a list of stuff I want to do for next year. So probably around the 1st of January or something, we're gonna have a stream where we're gonna talk about the goal for the year and what I want to do, and I want to put them in paper so that I can check mark them and like say, okay, this one I did, this one I did not, and how I'm progressing. So I want to keep myself accountable, because if I don't, I know I'm gonna say, oh, it's not too bad, I can do that tomorrow. But if it's written on paper and I see like how many of them I've done and how many of them like I'm falling behind, it's gonna help me. So for now, the most goals I have is make the stream quality better, increase my streaming, like just streaming mentality a bit, I would say, or just like how I am on stream, get better at it. And other than that, the other thing would be like learn useful skills, like get better at Photoshop, get better, start making thumbnails for stuff, and get better at editing so I can edit videos for you guys. I created a VOD channel, so now the VODs are gonna go in a different channel than the main one, and I'm gonna start trying to make videos for the main one. But I'm running out, so I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. Bye bye.